Hey, good morning, everybody. John Ponick with the Mojave Valley Daily News. This is a daily dose for Wednesday, May 26th.
Hump Day.
Hump Day it is. Welcome. It's brought to you by the Tri-State Radiology Center. At the Tri-State Radiology Center, located in Fort Mojave, your images will be read and available within 24 hours. No need to wait several days to get your images to your doctor. Call today for an appointment at 928-460-7226. And remember, at the Tri-State Radiology Center, your image means the world to us. When they say several days to get your reports, Jeff, they ain't lying.
They're not kidding, huh?
No, that's
the real deal.
That is a real problem. All right, let's dig into it. Wednesday is, oh, look at that, sweet corn.
I knew it. I was thinking the first thing I thought of when I saw this paper today was you're not going to make it past the food.
No, I love sweet corn. I used to pick it right off the vine.
Right off the tree. Stalk. Okay.
All right. Our top story here, park fees resume Friday. I know this was a contentious thing last year, but they are putting the park fees in again. This is for out-of-town visitors. It's $20 to enter the park and park. This is both up at the community park as well as Rotary Park. It's different days. For community park, it's Saturday and Sunday. For Rotary Park, it's strictly Saturday, but it's $20 to bring your car in there for out-of-towners. And by out-of-towners, that includes Laughlin, Fort Mojave, Mojave Valley. They take that money, and it says here in the story, they quote Dave Heath, who is the superintendent of the Park and Rec Division, that they take that money and they use it for continuing to develop the parks, clean up, all those kinds of things. So they make a significant amount of money, but it goes right back into the parks there. So I know it's a hassle if you are somebody from Mojave Valley, Fort Mojave, Laughlin, those kind of people especially. But if they didn't charge these fees, and those monies instead would be coming out to Amy asked if I ever eat breakfast. Yes, I do. I'm sorry. I don't have to not be hungry to appreciate good food. So
don't lie, John. You see food, you eat it.
I'm on a seafood diet. So if that money wasn't collected at the parking, they would come out of our general fund, which is not a good thing. So it's a hassle, but it is what it is. All right, talking about the city wraps up budget workshop. They thought it was going to be a 3-day workshop. Instead, they wrapped it up yesterday. They talked quite a bit more about different parts of the budget. It was open to the public, although it says here that public input was infrequent. There was some, but it was pretty infrequent. Now they will make a few changes based on comments and concerns raised by other members of City Council. They will have a tentative approval, hopefully, at the June 1st council meeting. Then it will be published and formally adopted on June 15th. The fiscal year starts July 1st. One of the a couple of items from it. Police Chief Robert Treves, our new police chief, he presented his budget, his first one. It's about $18 million. 15.9 of it is operating budget for the police department. Some is for animal care and welfare, some for capital expenses. He said the department averages about 10,000 more calls a year than it did 20 years ago, but their staffing is the same, despite the increase in how many residents we have here. So he's looking to add another sworn officer and 2.5 full-time temporary part-time officers. A couple other things from it. Jeff Tipton was there, along with several of the people that work under him, including Kim Cool and Michael Cavallero, the pest abatement manager. They talked about all the things that they have going on. They're going to add another staff member for Kim Cool. So they got some good things. They also talked about the adding to the rainy day fund. So this is money that, over and above their expenses, goes into a rainy day fund, just like I have at the house, for should something go horribly wrong. All right, breaking news, Jeff?
Sure, let's do it.
All right, today's breaking news is brought to you by New Image Primary Care, now scheduling appointments within 7 days. Call them today for your appointment. First one, talking about the pest abatement guy, is river flow reduction. You see this picture of the caddisflies.
Look at all those flies
swarming over a riverfront property in Bullhead City.
Ew.
So they are going to, starting tonight at 4 a.m., they are going to start reducing the flow on the river. So you can expect when you get up in the morning, the water's going to be way down. They're going to do it several times tonight, overnight at 4 a.m., next Wednesday and Thursday, and then the following Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. They're going to be lowering it to try and keep the caddisfly population down. That exposes them, the caddisfly, as well as the larva. It exposes them to birds and other predators.
They come in and eat it all?
Yep.
Is that what happens?
That's their breakfast.
All right.
So just expect that, one of the things that they talked about in here is all around in the river, the water, when the water drops, a lot of things that are underwater get exposed. So where you used to have plenty of clearance to take your boat over this area, now it's down 2 feet and you're closer to that rock. So that's per car, Sandy. Per car, $20 per car.
So load it up with all the kids.
Kind of like back in the day when we would go into the drive-in theater.
Yeah,
everybody just shove everybody in the trunk.
In one car?
Yeah. All right, also in breaking news, we have this bad guy, Paul Riley. Paul was arrested last week in Fort Mojave. So, it just astounds me sometimes, these master criminals. Is our video keep freezing up?
It's not on our end. I'm watching our end. It may be on Kim's end. She may have a bad internet connection, possibly.
And Buddy said it froze for a minute, too.
Seems okay. I'm watching it. I'm monitoring.
All right. So this guy was driving a motorcycle through Fort Mojave. He got pulled over because he had an expired license plate on his motorcycle. They pulled him over. Then they find out that he said that he was test driving it, that he was buying it, right? Then they realized he didn't have a motorcycle endorsement or insurance. He had a suspended license. He had an active arrest warrant. And then they noticed he was wearing a GPS ankle monitor, learned that he was on probation in California. So,
oops.
Come on.
Well, maybe he thought it wouldn't monitor him all the way from Cali to Arizona.
Okay, take that out of the equation. You got everything else. You're driving around on a motorcycle with drugs on you and
an ankle bracelet
and a suspended expired license plate registration.
Man. Come on, Paul.
So anyway, they checked him out. He had a syringe and a bag of methamphetamines, heroin, and 2 digital scales. So he was charged with that. And then we also have this bad guy, Jose Luis Rosales. He was arrested. He was already a registered sex offender. He was working at a local restaurant and was reportedly he had sexually assaulted a 15-year-old disabled boy that worked there as well, washing dishes. There was an eyewitness. He has a history of this. In 1988, he was convicted of lewd or lascivious acts with a child under 14 in California. In 2008, he was charged with sexual abuse, failing to report as a registered sex offender, and forgery. He was convicted of all those and sent to jail in 2009. Served 10 and a half years, got out, and is back at it.
John, I'm going to go ahead and call him a bad guy.
I think that's pretty... Well, he's been convicted several times.
That's why I'm saying he's a bad guy.
That is definitely a bad guy.
All right.
All right. Crushed has their superintendent candidate forum tonight. This is a chance for the public to get out and meet Gina Covert and Monty Silk, the 2 finalists for the school superintendent spot. It is at the Anderson Auto Group Fieldhouse starting at 6 p.m. It's a chance to hear what they got to say, ask questions, and kind of you can give your input there. It's anticipated that afterwards the Crush board will go into executive session. They may or may not continue their interviews with Ms. Covert and Mr. Silk, and they may or may not come out and have a second meeting and make a motion on hiring one of the two. So we have a quote in here from Dr. Cardone, the board chair, or president of the board. We're very lucky to have the finalists we do. Both know the area, both are intelligent and well-spoken. We couldn't go wrong with either of them. So go on out and check it out and give me your input.
Real quick, John, I wanted to touch back on our breaking news about Humberto's happened last night before we get away from breaking news.
Yes.
The night before last night, about 4:20 a.m., Humberto's was broken into. They think it was a male-female. Now, this is hearsay.
You got some pictures of
There's some pictures. I'm going to go ahead and put those up so people can see the possible suspects here, which were right in front of the Humberto's there. They cut the lock out, got in there, ransacked the place, and then they stole the safe. So they got away with it. Bullet City Police is asking for your help.
They do have some leads on it, and they got some first names that
they got two first names.
But we don't have that from the police department yet.
Right,
so.
that's not confirmed yet. So anyways, if anybody saw anything, get a hold of the police department, let them know. That's our sponsor. We like our Humbertos. I went to go get a burrito, and they were closed.
Kind of maniac robs a taco stand on Taco Tuesday. That's just wrong.
It's wrong.
All right, sports.
Sure. Let's do sports.
All right, sports is brought to you by Mike Lewick at Desert Time Realty. Call Mike today for the service you deserve and the people you trust when buying or selling your home. Pretty light right now because of all the schools being out, but here's a shot of the River Valley High School football team, the Dust Devils, competing in a 7-on-7 tournament. They went 4-1, fell to Kingman in the semifinals. I used to coach football down there, and I love 7-on-7 drills. They are so much fun. So they got a few more times that they'll be going out. Head coach Jonathan Clark says it was a tremendous amount of fun, and our boys enjoyed the competition. They also had a big man event where they have different competitions between the big guys, the linemen. So they're going to participate in 4 more tournaments plus 2 round-robin contests, June 16th and June 23rd at the Anderson Auto Group Fieldhouse. So hopefully that'll maybe I'll go down there and check those out. Those will be a good time. All right, let's move over into some of our other stuff.
Okay.
Let's see, ads. And blueberries are on sale too, by the way.
Boy.
Just so you know.
Just so everybody knows.
Laughlin Times. This is kind of good news. Not kind of good news. It's really good news. COVID-19 mitigation plan to expire June 1st. According to this article, the mitigation plan for COVID that was implemented and then changed. The last one was done on May 1st. Now is set to expire here early next week, June 1st. And what it says is allowing for the return of pre-pandemic guidelines that lift restrictions involving capacity limits, large gatherings, and more. There's still, remember, the CDC has their recommendations based on whether you're vaccinated or not, and each business has the ability to say, we require masks, we don't require masks, we're limiting in how many people come in, all that stuff. I think this is the biggest impact is going to be over at the casinos. So according to this, in Clark County, and this was put out by the Clark County Commission, they are now allowed as of June 1st to open up to 100% if they would like. So we'll see. A lot of good information in that story. New unemployment applicants required to verify identity through ID.me. This is put out by the Nevada Department of Employee Training and Rehabilitation. It's only for people that are making new claims after April 18th. You have to use ID.me to verify your identity for unemployment insurance, for your unemployment thing. We got a lot more in here. County offers free swimming for youth and parents who qualify. That's at the 2 facilities in Laughlin. That's the one that closely helps us. You just got to prove that you are in need. They also have the FCC offering emergency broadband benefit. Seems a little late, but okay, we'll take it. Same thing, it's due to the impact of coronavirus. You get benefits anywhere from $50 up to $100, but there are real strict things that you have to follow on that as well. The Entertainer. Got some really cool news here. We got Losers Lounge on the front, and we also have some information on getting out to the lake. So let's start with that. Sandy Shores. Head to Catherine Landing to get out on Lake Mojave and enjoy. Do you know how many miles of shoreline we have on Lake Mojave?
Well, I know because I can
You
see,
read it?
but I'm not going to cheat and tell you.
237 miles.
We'll let them guess.
We love it out there. That's our go-to. I don't like messing with the up and
River?
down levels on the rivers
Yeah.
and the traffic and the jet skis and all that. So we go out there. But here's a really nice story about all the things that they have out there. If you're not aware, you go out to Catherine's Landing. They got the marina there. They have the boat launches. They have a store. They've got places where you can stay. They've got RV hookups. They've got a pile of things there for you. So the National Park Service reports more than 1.2 million visitors to the Catherine Landing Recreation each year. You know, that seems a little low to me because I've been out there on Memorial Day. I think you get about 1.2 million on Memorial Day. It's packed. So they got a bunch of things. You can rent boats. You can rent jet skis. You can they got a beach there. You can stay in the hotel that they have there. They have like a rental home that you can get. Just a pile of different things. Not to mention, there are coves and beaches all over the place. If you don't like going through Catherine's Landing, you can go up to Princess Cove. There's a launch up there. It's really a good time. So go check that out if you don't like the traffic on the river. And you can go out and buy the annual pass. So if you just go for one day, it's $25. That's actually good for 7 days. If you are going to be going routinely, you can get an annual pass. I want to say the annual pass is like $45. $45 per vehicle, $50 per vessel. All right, and then Losers goes live. This is Losers Lounge. It's over there in the Riverside. They're reopening this weekend with some live entertainment. They're going to have live entertainment Thursday through Sunday each week.
Now, when you say live, we have to make sure we let people know that live means that they just are reopening. They're not going live on the internet.
No. They're just going.
Okay.
They're
I thought maybe
reopening.
they had a live
a live
loser
streaming
show.
thing.
Yeah.
No, we for sure do not want that.
Not with you on the dance floor. Okay.
Look, at my age, I get nowhere near the dance floor. If you find me on the dance floor, I made a wrong turn somewhere.
Or you drank too much. One of the two.
Well, yeah, there's that.
Okay.
So they got a bunch of bands coming in. They got some regular ones. Listen to this. They also have the Throwback Thursday drink specials. $2 Jello shots. $2 kamikazes. I probably haven't had kamikazes since my military days.
Woo. A long time, huh?
They have $3 Adios MF. Do you know what that is,
I
Jeff?
do not.
No?
What is it?
No, I don't know.
You don't know either? Okay.
No. $2.50 domestic beer, $4 imported beer. So
Does anyone on the chat know what that is?
they do, and don't you write in there what it is.
They might.
All right, so a lot of great information in here. We have movie reviews. We got information about poker tournaments. Memorial Day weekend, they talk about a couple of restaurants and some of the specials they're having, including the Brew Brothers over at the Tropicana, who I love.
Buddy says you can't dance, only drink and listen. Is that true?
I don't know.
They're not going to open the dance floor? I don't get that.
I don't see that.
Explain a little more, buddy.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Maybe he's just saying that I can't dance.
Yeah, maybe
in which
that's
case
it. Yeah,
he is
okay.
100% correct.
He said you, though, not I.
No, if he says you can't dance, meaning me.
Okay, you. Okay.
And that I believe. That is not fake news. That is true.
You can only drink and listen. I got it. Okay.
All right, we're going to wrap it up. I got a couple of things here to talk about before we talk about our sponsor. First of all, this afternoon we have our Q&A at 4 o'clock. I'm trying to get Mark Tierus. He's the director of Nation's Finest. I'm trying to get him here for it. We're kind of having some communication problems back and forth. Tomorrow, I got Robert Horn from Veterans in Motion will be on our Valley Voices. That's also at 4 o'clock. We have our food drive still going on. We talk about this every day. Jeff, we have got a pile of food in. And we appreciate that. So what we're asking for now is if you will, we need more water, Gatorade, and baby products. So baby diapers, baby formula, baby food, wipes, those kinds of things. We're getting a lot of food, and it's awesome, and we appreciate it, but we need more of the baby stuff. So if you can bring that in. The drive goes to June 18th. If you bring in a minimum of $10 worth of stuff, we will extend your newspaper subscription by 30 days, or we will start you a new subscription for 30 days. So pretty good deal. A lot of people taking advantage of it, and it goes out to help the people in our community. So please think about doing that and come on in. We got anything else?
That's it.
All right, then we're going to wrap this up. Get ready for Thirsty Thursday tomorrow. This is brought to you by the Tri-State Radiology Center. The Tri-State Radiology Center offers same or next day appointments, and they accept most insurances, including Medi-Cal. They have a wide open MRI and offer digital x-rays. The order report's ready in 24 hours. Call them today for an appointment at 928-460-7226. All right, thanks, Jeff.
Thank you,
everybody, for tuning in. We will see you, hopefully we'll see you at 4 o'clock for the Q&A.
Today.
If not, we will see you tomorrow morning at 7:30, bright and early for Thirsty Thursday.
Woo! Thirsty Thursday.
Have a good day, everyone.
Everybody.